Hey, what's up, CFD members? It's week 2 of the Open. Today's Thursday, obviously, Bro Day. And we just wanted to give you 10 tips about the Open. Todd and I wanted to. First one, I know you guys, it's really hard to see on there because of the glare, but it is in the email on the newsletter. So, number 1, pacing. If you go out too hot, just like in any other workout that you've done, you will burn out as fast as you can. So starting out at a pace you know you can handle. I know in one video I saw the people that had the same burpee time in the beginning and the same burpee time in the end. Didn't matter about the snatches, they had really great time. So just going out at a pace that you know you can handle for the length of time. Most people did that workout in like 17 minutes. So if you go out hot out of the gate, 17-minute workout, you're going to burn out super quick. Anything to add to that? Just keep your breath, conversation level, keep your heart rate down.
Trying to think about which movements you excel at, which ones are going to wear you out more. Like for me on that 17.1, I knew the burpee box jumps were probably going to be much harder for me than the dumbbells. So planning on really taking my time on those burpee box jumps and knowing what I can maintain there, and then making up time on my stronger movement was helpful for me.
And we'll go more on that on focus on your strengths.
Oh yeah.
Nutrition. Don't change your nutrition. Don't try any new workout drinks. Don't drink a bunch of coffee just to get hyped up. Don't change your breakfast, your lunch, or dinner. If you eat crap during the year, eat crap during the Open, because it's what your body is normally used to running on.
Yeah.
And so just don't feed it anything new. It should have been changed a long time ago. So if you think, well, I better not eat my ice cream at night because I got to do the Open workout tomorrow morning, your body's probably used to running off sugars and ice cream, so
have your ice cream.
So have your ice cream.
Have that ice cream.
Yeah. But for next year, like we'll talk about later, you can clean up that diet later. But as far as every week, don't change it. If you wake up and have oats, wake up and have oats. It's what's going to do the best for your body. Yeah?
All right.
Time of day. If you work out in the evening, I know this threw Lindsay off, even though she still killed it. Shout out to Lindsay, 23rd in the world, or in the region right now.
In the world. In the Northwest world.
In the Northwest world. She didn't want to do it on Saturday because it wasn't her time of day, and Nate convinced her to anyway. But she works out in the evening. She should have done it in the evening. Friday evening, she should have warmed up just like normal, ate her normal food, hit it. She obviously did very well anyway, but as much as you can, even though I said clear your schedule for all the Saturdays and come on Saturday, if you really are nervous or you really want to do well or something, don't. Just come 7 a.m. in the morning on Friday and do it. That's when you always work out. That's going to be best for your performance. Now on the flip side, this whole thing is about community, so don't do any of that and actually come on Saturday. If you are wondering man, why am I just sucking on Saturday morning? It could be because you normally work out at 6:30 p.m. after a long day at work. So just time of day. Could be a huge time of day thing. That kind of goes into don't take it so seriously. We're all about kind of 4 and 9 go together, but just building community. So Saturday was the greatest thing ever here because there was 60, 70 athletes from our gym. The parking lot was packed just like a summer games was, and we were all thrown down together. It was ridiculously fun. And so if you take it too seriously and get all nervous and want to redo it a bunch of times, it takes all the fun out of it. I can tell you from my experience, this is the funnest year out of all 5 because I'm just having fun. There's no stress on me, there's no stress on anyone else. It's the best year for Carissa because she doesn't have to deal with me freaking out, but I have to redo it at a certain time of day with my perfect meal, and it's so much funner this year just being part of the gym and not taking it so seriously. Chime in if you no, good.
Perfect.
Have a buddy judge. I love it when Carissa judges me. She's always judged me. When you have a friend judging you that knows how to push you in perfectly, I know everyone. Some people. She really likes Jason, the way he judges, just the way his character and how she responds to him. So have a buddy, have a friend, have your wife, your favorite coach, whatever. Grab them, say, "Can you judge me? You really know how to push me when I need to be pushed. Cool down and warm up.
Yeah, definitely you're going to want to go through a full warm-up just like you would on any other workout that you do. I know it can get a little bit weird when we start running heats and stuff as far as when do I want to work out versus am I judging my buddy right now? Maybe I don't want to be jumping into the next heat because I've just stood around for 20 minutes and we still want to go through and get a warm-up, and depending on what the workout is that's announced, everything's going to be a little bit different, but if we can try to warm up some of those major muscle groups, so like when we're doing those snatches, getting those hips firing, getting your glutes firing, and then kind of getting your intensity maybe not all the way up to what you're going to do during the open, but getting your heart rate elevated, going through some of those burpee box jump overs, getting a feel for what that's going to feel like and how to turn around on the box. Practicing some of the skill that you're going to need during the workout can help. And then the other thing that also we kind of overlook is that cool down, because you might be getting ready to watch your friend that's going right after you. But don't underestimate how important it's going to be for your recovery. How many of our lower backs were blown up after doing 17.1. If you go right out of your workout and go sit in your car and drive for an hour, you're not going to recover as well as if you went through and did a little bit of a cool down. Maybe get some stretching, some foam rolling, some light monostructural cardio, hop on an Airdyne, hop on a rower. Anything else?
The only other thing, just recalled when he was saying that, I went through this warm up and cool down lecture thing, and they were talking about the longer the warm up, the longer the workout, the shorter the warm up, and the shorter the warm up, the shorter the workout, the longer the warm up. Meaning, if it's going to be really hard and intense, you should warm up a lot in order to kill that, because your intensity is going to be so high. Yet if you have a 20-minute workout, your intensity is not going to be very high, so you probably just need a moderate amount of warm-up, just get everything moving, and you'll be warm to go into that. So all those good points are perfect. Mental prep, just visualizing the whole thing, just like visualizing the dumbbell snatches, visualizing yourself doing step back or jump back on the burpee box jumps. Whatever you think you're going to do or visualize what you're going to do. Obviously, we don't know what tonight's workout's going to be, so we have no idea what to visualize. But as soon as you see that, you know it's a 15-minute workout. You know it's not a sprint, so you know you're just going to be moving for a long time. You hate wall balls, just visualize yourself doing sets of 5. Know your pace, know what you're going to do. Just see yourself doing really well at it. Probably don't see yourself like throwing up and rolling on the floor, because it's bad visual. And we kind of already hit on this with build the community, but this whole thing is just about inside CFD, the community. No one's going to regionals or going to the games, so everything is about cheering your buddy on, judging them if you want, or just being here with them doing it. We had a huge turnout on Sunday, and it was so cool to see everyone come out for those few people that were doing it, just to cheer them on and judge them and ride the bike and cool down, let their lower backs ease up. But that's really the whole point of why we do this, why we did the whole intramural open thing, team captains. It's all about here, all about your friends, all about community, and helping people get fitter. What do you say?
We skipped over number 8. However, we kind of talked about it a little bit earlier.
We did skip over 8. Focus on your strengths. So like Todd was saying, if you know burpee box jumps are not your jam, but dumbbells, you're like, that's super light, crush the dumbbells and just pace and do your best through what you're not good at. Whatever comes through tonight, be like, oh, that is my jam. I am going to kill that, be happy with my performance there, and then just get through the rest and pace yourself through the rest.
That really kind of plays into that mental prep too, and really trying to focus on what you're good at and not get overly focused on what you're bad at.
Yeah.
If something comes up in a workout that maybe isn't your strong suit, that don't dwell on that. Don't dwell on the fact that, oh my gosh, I have to do 75 burpee box jump overs. I get to do 150 snatches, and I'm really good at that. So be more focused on that, and that'll kind of help your mental game too going into a workout.
Yeah, no, it's a great point. And the last one, goal for next year. This could be your place on the leaderboard, which is probably not the best one, but I know just for your competitors out there, I have to say it. You know, I want to be top 500. That's a good goal. I want to be top 1,000. I want to be top 100 in my age group, something like that. You can always track those progress. But more so, just kind of going back over the workouts, like I want to shore up some weaknesses. I want to do some skill sessions with a coach. I want to do some personal training just to get my toes to bar, because a workout came out and I loved wall balls and I loved double unders, but I wasn't good at toes to bar, and that really bummed me out. And so I really want to just pick out these 2 or 3 things and just crush them this next year, so that I really don't have that many weaknesses. So you feel comfortable going into next year because you're like, I can do everything, and I'm getting actually pretty good at it. So I feel really comfortable on those basic movements. I'm not talking about you know, anything crazy like handstand walk or muscle up. I'm just talking about pull-ups, you know, toes to bar, stuff where it's like kind of that RX movement, clean and jerk 135, no problem. Just have some goals that maybe are going to be exposed in the next 5 weeks that you could just write down real quick, talk to a coach, be like, look, I want to do a couple skill sessions, I want to get some homework, I want you to make me really good at these because I have some goals for next year.
Yep. I think that's one of the coolest parts about the Open, is it is just such a great benchmark and a great way to see where your fitness is right now, figure out what some of your strengths are, figure out what some of your weaknesses are, and be able to go from there. You know, and you'll also see at some point over the next 4 weeks, there's going to be one workout that's a repeat from a year prior. We don't know what that is yet, although I think it's 16.2. But you know, that's a good way too to say, you know, hey, next year, whatever the workout is that pops up that's a repeat, I want to do better next year than what I did this year. You know, it's a great time to figure out where you're at and to set forth kind of some goals and some pathways to get better. So,
I think the last thing just reminded me when you were saying that is I would always go back in years and I would do really well, you know, really well on some, and there'd always be one, and it's like, you could even use the Open leaderboard on just numbers, like, did you get 500, 500, 500, 25th hundredths? Then you know what's up, like, the numbers don't lie. And I would always go back every year, especially when I stopped qualifying. I was like, man, did great, totally bombed. It was like, I just gotta figure that out. I'm just not good at that. And so that's a good way to just have some goals for next year, easy ways. Thank you, good luck. 17.2 is going to be 400-meter walking lunge on a treadmill, or a repeat of 16.2. Either one. 16.2. Yeah, it's one or the other, obviously. So special guest Nate is here in 3, 2, 1. That's it. Good luck.
Boom.
Boom.
By the way.